part 3 of my story of my time with the Vineyard Church. I just want to say a few things about when we moved from New York State to the Nashville area and we were attending that Vineyard Church here. The pastor and his wife, they had said that they were actually a part of and at that Toronto blessing. I told you to go check that out. It was really strange teaching there, but it didn't really freak myself or my husband out because remember, we were in a charismatic church and they didn't have YouTube back then. So we didn't really have any footage of what that Toronto blessing looked like. They would just say, oh, it was a big move of the Holy Spirit back in the Toronto blessing days. They were always bringing that up. We were at this vineyard for a few years, and like I said, in leadership positions with the idea that someday we would actually plant a church. They were big on the going into a soaking room and visualizing and just, that's how you talk to the Lord. All these different things that now I look back, they weren't biblical. And then even like laughing in this, you get your hands laid on and then you're just in this laughter. It's the joy of the Lord, or you fall down. It's slain in the spirit. Huge emphasis on that, signs and wonders, and on the teachings of the Vineyard with their leader, John Wimber. At these Vineyard churches, the people themselves were absolutely wonderful people. So anytime I'm talking about like a church or something and, oh, that was a false church, it had nothing to do with like the people as individuals. It was in the teaching. It's always in the teaching. That's what you have to be careful of. It's not like, oh, I hate this person. It's like, oh, I love these people. And now I look back and it's like the teaching was off. They weren't following the Lord and they're leading people away from the Lord instead of to him. I remember one day talking to my husband and I was like, the pastor is sweet and everything, but he isn't a really good teacher. Like he's not teaching us. We had a home group with other Vineyard people and we started asking the questions, different things related, like why we believe what we believe. What does the Bible say? And I told you we had started looking into other books on how to do church differently. And there was actually this vintage Christianity or the emerging church, emerging Christianity. That movement was just beginning, and that would lead us out of the Vineyard and to that. And that's going to be another video on the emerging church.